Hello and welcome to Drive-In Double Feature Podcast. I'm Nathan,
I'm Ryan.
and this is the podcast where we talk about two movies a week every Tuesday and Thursday. But before we get into today's movie, I want to talk to you about our Patreon. If you head over to patreon.com/Drive-In Double Feature Podcast, you get fun conversations, fun games, a lot of fun stuff over there at the fun place that we call Patreon. So be sure to help us out over there and you get that content, but no major content is locked behind that
Oh,
fun
did you mention it was
area.
fun?
Yeah, it was fun. It's fun. I just want to remind you guys that you will have fun if you spend $5 a month. I know I do on all of my alternate accounts, my two
Hmm.
alternate accounts. But getting into Tuesday's episode, we are talking about 1989's Out Cold, directed by Malcolm Mowbray, starring John Lithgow, Terry Garr, and Randy Quaid. Bruce McGill, too, but he doesn't get featured on the poster or anywhere, even though he plays I'd say a much more pivotal role than Randy Quaid in this movie.
Yeah, I
But
mean, what's your favorite Bruce Gill performances? What's your favorite Gill performances?
Give me 1 second as I pull up my Ali Collateral. Oh man, when he played Daniel Simpson D-Day Day in Animal House, that was so funny. Um,
But how could you forget him in Legally Blonde too?
God, he's is he only in the second one?
Yeah, well, because he plays like a senator or whatever in that one,
Gotcha. I don't
and like,
have I seen the
and like,
second one?
yeah, we see like he owns a dog, and Elle Woods, Reese Witherspoon's dog, falls in love with his dog, and they find out their dogs are gay.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
That's a plot point that could only happen in the early 2000s.
Yeah, they're like, your dogs are gay. They remember that in the movie.
That actually sounds kind of funny. Is Legally Blonde 2 worth watching? The first one's good.
No.
Oh no, really? Oh man, the third one's better. Legally
Yeah, Legally
Blondes.
Blondes.
So good. Such
Yes.
a good idea. But speaking of good ideas, let's talk about Out Cold, which Ryan, have you ever heard of this movie?
Well,
Yeah, I had heard of it because I was watching a YouTube video a while ago about just flops, and this movie was a huge flop. It like barely played anywhere. It just kind of got dumped out, and then nobody really talks about it anymore. So of course I was interested in it, and I thought maybe it'd be interesting to talk about here because it is a movie that I continually like. Whenever I do see anything on it, people are like, the tone is just like wrong in this movie. Like this movie is just tonally all over the place. Um, it's certainly an interesting movie. I do like the opening of this movie, where it's all done with like photos, and it shows like John Lithgow in the military, and then Bruce McGill, and you can tell that they're friends. And then Terry Garr seems to be with John Lithgow, and then Bruce McGill takes her away. So you learn all this in the first few minutes of the movie, all through the title sequence. Actually, kind of a neat little intro to our movie.
I think so. It gives you like a full backstory of the characters without having to like spell it out for you.
Exactly, yeah. So we get into it and we know exactly where we're at with all these people. John Lithgow and Bruce McGill, they obviously hate each other and they run a butcher shop together. Um, and Bruce McGill is kind of a womanizer, thinks every woman wants to sleep with him. And John Lithgow is kind of an idiot. And I mean, that's the best way to explain his character, at least for most of the movie, I should say. He plays kind of dumb, bumbling idiot, doesn't know what's going on. And the smartest person in this movie for most of it is Terry Garr, um, who is Bruce McGill's wife, but is sleeping with another man and obviously is in a loveless relationship. And also, did I mention that this was a comedy? That I'm, that what I'm talking about is a comedy. Yeah, so I mean, this movie actually is kind of funny, but I do somewhat agree with tonally. It's a bit odd because it's not funny all the time.
But
I don't think it hits the right notes all the time.
I mean, it's supposed to be like a black comedy type
It's
of thing, like a
supposed to
dark
be.
comedy.
Yeah.
And I I think it I think it plays it up a little too happy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
This
like the music for this movie is just like all over the place, and it's
oh
just
yeah.
like,
It's
and it's not great, I'll say that.
it's a movie that like it's crazy how this can happen, but we've seen this before. It's a movie ruined by its music. I do
Yeah.
it tonally like ruins scenes because it has this really happy, upbeat, almost like family drama feel to it. Like, it's like very
Hmm.
light. And it's not even from different scenes. It could be the same scene, and that song shifts into like this dark mood. It's like it's really weird. Even the composer doesn't know what to do here, and I think it kind of hurts the movie because I actually kind of like the performances here. I actually quite like Terry Garr in this movie. I actually thought she had brought a presence to this movie. Academy Award nominated Terry Garr, I should add. So if you say anything bad, then you're saying the Academy is wrong. I'm just letting you know.
What was she nominated for?
Tootsie, Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, right. She was the crazy like friend or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a while. I know you
Well,
watch Tootsie all the time.
oh, I do. That's actually, I do like that movie a
Oh no,
lot.
Tootsie's
So,
good. I like Tootsie.
but, so, but that movie's aged great. I gotta say.
Oh yeah, definitely. You should look. You shouldn't look at that movie in the context of its time. You should look at it in the context of now because it's still so relevant.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
All those jobs being taken away from men.
Oh, God, I hate it. Yeah, it's just like the movie Soul Man.
hmm
Uh-huh.
When's my turn for a piece of the pie?
Yeah, when am I gonna get in college? Come on. Um, but yeah, so what happens in this movie is John Lithgow gets kind of upset at Bruce McGill because Bruce he's going off and cheating on his wife. So John Lithgow gets upset of him and leaves him in the freezer. But it's not.
Well, well,
But
before
oh, go
Well, I
ahead.
was going to say, but before that, though, Bruce McGill actually tries to kill John Lithgow.
Yeah, what a wild scene. Yeah, where he actually leaves him in the freezer without the
Yeah.
handle, and John Lithgow is going like he thinks he's about to die, but I guess he second guesses himself and gets him out of the freezer.
hmm
Yeah, so it's almost like I can't believe the movie could have gone like a whole different way at the beginning of it.
Yeah, just like he just dies like in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Um, oh, and we got to talk about the other guy that works at the butcher shop. I don't even remember his name. The guy who takes ice cream
Oh,
bars.
yeah, he
He
just
gets
like
no
you gonna let him
character.
see? Yeah, Bruce McGill does not like it when he takes those ice cream
Yeah,
bars.
he's like, "Yeah, you're taking money from the business." Yeah. And I should also say Terry Garr has hired Randy Quaid, a lawyer, to be a private eye and take pictures of him sleeping with somebody else for a divorce. Um,
Mhm.
but in turn, when John Lithgow leaves and he's still in the freezer, Terry Garr actually shows up, and kind of everything's aligned perfectly. So she does leave him in the freezer, wipes her prints, and leaves him to die in there. And so, like, the comedy of the movie is that she lets John Lithgow think after he discovers the body that he killed him. John Lithgow thinks when he left, he closed the door and killed him when it was actually Terry Garr. So it's it's like a misunderstanding movie because there's even more misunderstandings on top of that because it actually is funny how Randy Quaid knows about the other woman, but it's literally just Terry Garr in a wig. And he has like a head-on picture of her and everything. He's like showing Terry Garr like, who is this? Do you know who do you know who this is? And it's literally her. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I that was like one thing. Terry Gar's character likes to wear wigs, and
Yeah.
so she every time she goes out, she has like a different hairstyle. So
Hmm.
um yeah, when she killed Bruce McGill's character, she had on like a black haired wig or whatever,
Hmm.
and Randy Quaid's like, hey, this is the woman that your husband's been sleeping with. He's treating that butcher shop like his own personal love nest.
Mm-hmm.
And then but Terry Garr knows right away, like, oh, like good, oh no, like she plays up like she doesn't know who that woman is, and but she doesn't want Randy Quaid to have those pictures either because there's pictures of her.
Yeah. So she like shows up later when it's just like the receptionist there and it tries to get the pictures. Um it's such a misunderstanding. It's almost hard to explain, but Randy Quaid thinks it's the the woman that is sleeping with Bruce McGill came in and tried to get the pictures, not his wife. It's just like he's a complete idiot. He's actually his character his character type is just horny. That's like his whole like thing. And he's also barely in the movie at a certain point because he comes in late
Hmm.
and then he he does die late like at some point in the movie. And it's I guess it's weird to see him all over the posters. It makes it feel like he's like a star of this movie when he's really not.
Well, but I mean, he's just as famous as probably those two were at the
Oh
time.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I could see why they wanted to kind of use that to their advantage. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
he's kind of like he comes in at the very beginning and then you don't see him again till like the end of the movie almost.
Yeah. Even though there's a scene where he's like eating, what is he eating? He's eating some type of fast food in the car and he eats it and just like it all squirts out onto his lap. And
Oh
it's like really
yeah.
gross. I forget what it is. Oh, it was no, yeah, it was a breakfast sandwich. It was egg yolk that got all over his. It was like a runny egg breakfast sandwich. I don't know where he got that. Um,
And you're like, oh, that looks good.
I mean, it did. I'm sure it was good. But I mean, it was gross to see it on his lap. Um,
What's the top breakfast sandwiches you've seen in a movie? Is that like the top? Like, remember we said like All
hmm.
Dogs Go to Heaven had like the most delicious looking pizza in a movie, and
No, no, it's not Goofy movie though.
the Leaning Tower, with like the pizza was just like falling off. Like,
Yeah, yeah, where it's just like the goop of cheese. Yeah, that's it. But like
yeah.
the best breakfast, that's tough. I'd have to see like a list. Wouldn't it be silly if it was just like, oh yeah, that time there was like Dunkin' Donuts in a movie. That was so good.
Uh, the giant breakfast in Uncle Buck.
Oh yeah, that big ass pancake. That sounds
Yeah.
horrible, actually. The worst part of pancakes is like the end of it.
The pancake.
When you're like halfway through a pancake, it's like miserable. Have you ever done all you can eat pancakes?
No,
It
I
sounds
don't.
great, but it's horrible. It's miserable.
I
That
one or two pancakes is plenty for me.
yeah, that's what I'm developing that for my stand-up bit. So
No.
come see
Oh
me
yeah,
live soon.
yeah. Yeah. No, don't you guys hate pancake? And what's the deal with pancake?
Well, I don't even know. I
They
am
look
still working.
delicious, but you can't eat them all. Why don't they just make little versions? Why don't I make pan cupcakes?
There we go. And then that's got a Seinfeld connection because there's the cupcake episode. Wow.
Oh, yeah, the muffins,
Oh,
yeah.
it's muffins. That's right. It was muffins. Yeah. But anyway, we should get back to the movie. It's kind of like a weird movie to talk about. Like, there's things, but like, it's like I'm right now. I feel like I'm just telling you a plot rather than how I felt about it because this movie felt completely average to me. Like, this was like just the most okay movie to me. Like, it was kind of funny, kind of interesting, but I probably will forget most of this movie.
I liked it.
You did?
Um, yeah, I I thought, like you said, I thought Terry Garr was
She's good.
really good in this movie. Um, and the movie kind of just takes like a turn that you don't really expect because um you kind of get the impression, like you said, like Terry Garr is kind of like masterminding this whole thing, and
Mhm.
she kind of goes on the run with John Lithgow's character, and basically just like, oh, like we gotta get away for a while or whatever. They go out to like
Hmm.
the woods, and then but Randy Quaid's character follows them there, thinking that it's the other woman,
Hmm.
and like you
And that,
said, that's what Terry Garr ends up killing him.
yeah, yeah, after they stage Bruce's death. And that's because Randy Quaid thinks like John Lithgow is like facilitating the adultery, I believe. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you're setting this all up for him." Um, but they're actually out there on a hunting trip to like give him a reason for dying because he's frozen to death. But I do think it's funny that John Lithgow was in the bar trying to like spread word. Was like, yeah, my buddy Bruce, you would know him. He really likes things like that. When the guy was talking about
yeah.
bullets, just like he knows absolutely nothing about what's going on.
Well, yeah, because they were like, he's on a hunting trip, like, because that's what he said
Uh-huh.
originally to Terry Garr's character. He was like, oh, he went hunting, and then she like looks at the door, and it's just all of his guns and stuff are there, like his hunting guns, and it's just like hunting, okay, like
No, and I we forgot we didn't mention there was one funny bit where he's hiding the body at the butcher's shop, and he died with
yeah.
an ice cream bar on him, and John Lithgow was holding it like with next to the dead body, acting like he's eating it. It's a visual gag, so it's not going to sound as funny, but that was actually a pretty good gag.
I enjoyed that one. I wasn't expecting that, but like the movie doesn't end how I think it's gonna end. So
Yeah,
I do give it props for that, and I was pretty entertained for the most part of it. I mean,
yeah.
I like the ending too, because you kind of get the impression where like you said, like Terry Garr is like kind of taking advantage of John Lithgow because John Lithgow has like a huge crush on her still. He's in
Hmm.
love with her.
Hmm.
And then when he starts asking questions and like he wants to turn them in or whatever, she's just like, nope, that's not happening. And then like she throws him into the freezer and takes the doorknob away, thinking, that yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna kill him too. But it turns out like during that whole time, because John Lithgow had actually buried Randy Quaid in her basement for
Hmm.
police to discover. Like he called like the cleaning it's like, oh hey, we're here to just clean your basement or whatever. He left it like really shallow, so that way there would be witnesses.
Exactly. Yeah, and the way they set it up in the end, because the police do interview him, and he very smoothly deals with it. Like he's very smooth with the cops, and he basically the cops are like, I like the guy, like I wouldn't think he would commit a murder like this. And because Terry Garr, of course, she gets arrested, and she's like pointing the finger at him. Um,
Hmm.
so it plays it like he's a psychopath, where he plays this role, but legitimately he's actually kind of like a smart guy, and he knew that she was, at least he knew that she was
He
playing him a fool.
right. It didn't end like the typical Hollywood ending or whatever. Like any other movie, I think what they would have done is they wouldn't have like they would have like made you think that like they were going to end up together in the end, and then at the last minute like she would have betrayed him and then she would have gotten away or something like that. I
Hmm.
think that's how like the tip textbook ending would have been, but instead he outsmarted her
Hmm.
because it's revealed at the very end of the movie, like after messing with that freezer door so much, he had like a little spare doorknob that
Hmm.
he could just throw into there. Like, and he kept it in the freezer.
Yep.
So he was able to get out of the freezer whenever she locked him up because she was just like astonished that he was still alive. And
Hmm.
she's like, "What? Huh?" Like,
And I agree. I actually think the ending is a pretty good little twist. It's kind of like a Clockwork Orange. You know how that kind of ends, where it's like, oh yeah, I was cured the whole time, kind of deal. Like, but I also it's kind of like Kaiser Sose, which sorry for that spoiler, everybody. Um,
who?
you don't have to know. Don't look them up. But I thought this movie was okay. I feel like there are good parts of it, which makes it. I don't think it's a bad movie by any means. It just could have been better. Maybe I would have played a little more into the black comedy of it. I feel like there's bits of the darkness that are good, but then like the music would come in and make it really light, and I do think it's a little odd.
I would have liked to have seen maybe a little more of a zanier type of movie.
Hmm.
Um, like maybe a little more chaotic.
Yeah.
Um, or like you said, maybe, or make it even darker, perhaps. I mean,
Hmm.
so I mean, one of those aspects. It like it's not a great movie, but I thought it was good. I mean, I enjoyed my time with it.
Good.
I mean, I wasn't really expecting much like going into it, and you know, I got I got more than what I asked for, so it was good. It was a good time. My time well spent, as I say.
Well, I am
I no one
happy.
else has said that.
Never. Yeah. Whoa, that was great. You got to write that down. You got to copyright that.
Hmm.
Wow. But I do think that wraps it up for Out Cold. But Ryan, what are we talking about on Thursday?
Well, Nathan, we are going to be talking about Joint Security Area, and that is streaming on Tubi right now.
All right. Well, I'm excited to watch that one. And if you want to email us, you can email us at drive and double feature podcast at gmail.com. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. But until next time.
Until next time.